Thank you very much, Andy. Now, there is going to be a shock return in Albert Square next week, and it's set to cause trouble for Keanu.
Lisa! How are you? Son! Oh, look, friendly face. You all right? Yeah. Is this Peggy? Yeah. Oh, you're so grown up. How are you, sweetheart?
She's a little madam, just like a namesake. Keeps her nan on her toes, though, I tell you.
Where's Louise? What are you doing here?
In.
And he's here. Danny Walters, who of course plays Keanu. Well, it's clearly all kicking off come Monday.
Yeah, it's definitely been incredible working with Lucy Benjamin, and the fact that she's back on the square. She just comes back and makes such an explosion. And when you think things are going well for Keanu and Sharon and his little boy Albie, yeah, it sort of goes 180.
Absolutely, it does. But you say going well, and certainly, you know, we kind of sense that Sharon's not completely happy. There's a few little doubts there at this point, isn't there? She's just slightly unsure of the link between you both, the future.
Yeah.
I think she needs more love from him.
Yeah, so there's we see that Kat actually gives Keanu some advice about stepping up and showing, you know, if he wants to prove himself to Sharon, that he's sort of got to be serious with her. And so Keanu ends up buying a ring for Sharon and wants to really commit to their relationship and to prove himself to Sharon and build that family with him and Albie and have that beautiful little triangle, that little family. So that's his intentions, and that's really what he goes to do. Looks at wedding venues, and that's it. He wants to, and then it all sort of does go quite pear-shaped when Lisa arrives with his other child, Peggy.
So he hasn't had a relationship with Peggy really at all. Doesn't know. There's no sort of link there. But suddenly, I think he does realise there is love, and that obviously is going to cause huge amounts of confusion and heartache potentially for Sharon. Yeah,
for sure. And I think the last scene that I had with Peggy, and I remember this film this years ago, was the Christmas storyline where he has Peggy on his chest and they're sleeping on the sofa and he just kisses her and he's fallen in love with his daughter. And I always remember that sort of scene that we played. So when she came back onto the square, that bond that he had with his daughter will always be there. Even though he's not been there physically for his daughter and emotionally for his daughter over the years of her growing up, he still has that bond with her that I think any father will know what that feeling's like. But yeah, definitely it's interesting now to see how that's going to affect his relationship with Sharon and how she might get, I don't want to say jealous, but, you know, she wants to protect her little family. And will Peggy now jeopardise that little family that they have?
Working alongside Letitia Dean and, of course, Steve McFadden, they're EastEnders legends, really. It's a wonderful thing to have them kind of alongside your character for so many of your scenes. It just must feel so real when you're with them.
I mean, I've learned so much from both of the actors, of Letitia and Steve. I think they're incredible. They're so professional. They're beautiful people on and off camera. And I'm very lucky and honoured to be working, you know, and having these great storylines that we've had with Letitia and with Steve. Yeah. They're just great.
And there was a really interesting technique used earlier in the year when there was this sort of flash forward scenes where it cuts to sort of Christmas time and you see these characters all standing around looking at a dead body. So we know who these characters are. Sharon's in a wedding dress, which I don't know if that's some form of a giveaway. And there's someone... there's cufflinks and everything else. You genuinely don't know who this person is.
I wish I could say something, and I think it's probably better that I don't know because sometimes I could probably put my foot in it. But yeah, none of us know. I definitely don't know. And what's really interesting, actually been really fun, actually for me being part of this show and this storyline, is that I think the audiences and the fans, they love to be detectives. They want to sort of work out who it is and it's a bit of Cluedo. And so I'm part of that experience. Whatever they're feeling, I'm also feeling. So I'm working out the cufflinks, the little, you know, there's certain things in the background of the shot. Obviously, Sharon's in the wedding dress. You know, it's just fantastic who it could be. And I think Chris Clenshaw is the producer. and the writers, they're definitely going to start planting a few seeds along the way of maybe where my character will wear the cufflinks.
You get a gift of cufflinks. You know what's happening.
And then to, I don't know, Mitch, and then other just characters along the way. And so we all have our theories of who it could be, but...
It's really clever, though.
Everyone's got to tune in to find out.
Absolutely, and it's months ahead of it, so it works. It's really, really good. And they've let you grow your hair back, Danny.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you.
You've subtly done it, though, haven't you? Because you kind of just let it happen without mentioning it.
Yeah. I remember years ago when they shaved it. It sort of worked for the character. They wanted this character to be quite rugged, quite sort of a bit of a hard man. And with my quiff at the moment, it's just not really a hard man look, I don't think. So they shaved it, and it was definitely a change of who I was at the time. But I'm glad that I've got it back. But it's convenient, though, not having hair. It was lovely. I used to wake up, no makeup call, no hair call, just go straight into the studio. It was great. Cheap on hair products. Didn't have to wash it much. It was great.
There's always a better one. Yeah. Danny, thank you very much.
Thank you
very much looking forward to Monday night now. That's going to be a bit of a clash, isn't it? It's going to be great. And, of course, EastEnders continues tonight at 7:30. And it's on BBC Two at the minute because of Wimbledon. So just in case you're looking for it, that's where it is. Danny, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you.